Okay, welcome everybody to my Illustrator tutorial. What I'm going to demonstrate here today is how to change your cover photo in your Google Plus profile. Now, just to start off, I'm using the latest version of Adobe Illustrator CS6 64-bit. I'm also using the most recent version of the Chrome browser, and my operating system on my computer is Windows Premium, Windows 7 Premium 64-bit. And I'm also using an Intuos S5 Wacom tablet with pen and touch. So anyway, what I want to show you is there's this cover photo here. I'm in my Google Plus profile now, and this is called the cover photo in the back. But what I want to demonstrate to you is how to precisely place those elements in your Google Plus profile. Now, a lot of people who may not be so savvy, they'll just take any photo and they put it up here, and the browser will adjust the features of it. So in this situation, I want to show you how to make this very precise and place everything as it should be. Now, in your browser, you can do what they call inspect an element, and what this does here is allows you to find information about the various things on your profile down to the let me scroll up here. Now, what we have here, we want to find some information about it. So if we go down through here, you'll see these features light up. What we want to do is look at the profile photo, and let's see. It shows information up there in the upper left-hand corner about the various division tags. Now, right here is the cover photo for your Google Plus profile. And if you look down there in the lower right-hand corner, you see an image tag, and it says 940 pics by 180. That is the size of the space set aside for your cover photo. But there's one other important thing I wanted to point out. If you go down here in this tree structure down here in the elements, you'll notice that there's another div here, and it says div 1 minus BDA RC times OX. Well, you'll see that number is 619. That's an important number. You need to write that down as well. That is the width of this particular division, and you'll need that number. I'll just round it to 620. But also, you need this number too, 940 by 180 pics. In this particular division, you're going to need that number 619. You can actually do 619 anyway. So we got that. Write that down, and now we're going to go over to Adobe Illustrator, and we'll let that get loaded up here. First thing we're going to do is we want to create a new file, and what we want to fill in this part here, 940 by 180. This will be the size of our artboard, as it's called in Illustrator. And we'll just title this My Google Cover Photo. We'll just call it that, and we'll say OK. And we'll just save this to the desktop just to make it really convenient where you can get at it. And this is going to be a temporary file. So anyway, looks like we created 4 artboards there, so we can change that. We plus Shift O, and you can go over. You can eliminate some of these artboards. You only need one, just by hitting the delete, and then we can hit V and go back out. So now what we have here, let me get some of these menus out of the way. We got this artboard. This is 940 by 180. Now what we want to do, we're going to put a guideline in here. So we're going to Control R to show our rulers, and we're going to pull a guideline out, pull a guideline out like so. Now, one thing I didn't know for a long time is that these guides are automatically locked. So I want to precisely place this vertical guide at 619 pics, and that's what the elements are. But also, we also need to drag our origin down up to the top left-hand corner of the artboard. So we're measuring from 0 from here to this particular point. So we can see here in the X we've got 678.708 pixels. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and unlock this guide. It's not locked, okay, so I don't have it locked. So we go up this corner here and we can move this. But if we want it precise, we just go up here and we'll enter in 619 pixels. And that will lock it down at 619 pixels. Now, I hit the space bar and drag around here to kind of get a look at what we're doing. So anything beyond this point is going to be behind our profile photo on the Google Plus cover Google Plus profile page. So we don't want anything back here. We just want this completely blank. And what it does is, I'll show you the transparency. We'll show the transparency grid here. And just for the sake, I'm going to show it. And what we don't want anything over here. That's why we got this guideline. So I'm going to make, and since I'm here, I also want to talk about Astute Graphics. They make some really fine plugins. And I'm going to demonstrate how I use to make my profile cover. So if we press M, we're going to get a rectangle tool. And so we're going to drag out a rectangle, and we're going to go right on that guideline at 619 pixels. And Astute Graphics makes something called dynamic corners, which you can, if you go to your window and scroll down, I believe it's in the Vector Scribe. Let me get this, I'll show it to you. Yes, Vector Scribe, and it's the dynamic corners panel. And actually, you can go up here and see this panel. But there's also a little icon here in the toolbar. So this particular rectangle we got has no stroke and has no fill. So if you just hit the D key on your keyboard, that will default to a white fill and a black stroke, so we can see what we're doing. Now we go to our Dynamics Corners tool, and we go to this upper right-hand corner, and you can just drag out, and it makes a nice round corner on there. So you can click out of that, go V. Now we got this arch here. So we're gonna hit the X key on your keyboard, and that will swap the two swatches here. So now we're gonna put a gradient fill in there. So you can go to your gradient tool over here, click on that, and just say linear. And now we got a linear gradient, but we want this at a different angle, so we just go down to 90 degrees. So now we got this white to black fill in our path here, as it's called. Now you can also modify this by going to G, and you'll have a little bar that pops up, and you can adjust this. So you can adjust it just like you want, but I'm going to go for something like that. And also you can shift the position of it, you can rotate it as well, and then you can just Control Z to go back. So we got this gradient fill in there, and it's something we like here. You can also do the adjustment here as well by hitting the little diamond up here and dragging it back and forth, and it changes automatically. So we got this fill here, and let's just say we want to put a little a red circle here. So we hit the L, and then that will bring up our ellipse shortcut. And as you can see your smart guides right here, and you can just drag this out, and if you press Shift Alt, it'll do it from the center. Now it's defaulting to the swatches we have here with the gradient and the black stroke. So we'll just go back to D for a moment, and we'll click on the white, and you can go up here in your swatches and say I want to make that red. So we got a red fill and a black stroke. But I don't want a stroke on that, so I'm going to hit the X key, switch back to the stroke, and then go down to this diagonal line, and now we have no stroke on this circle. So now we got just a real simple thing, this image here, and let's put some text in here. So we'll hit T on our keyboard, and we'll just we'll raise the points of that up here, and we'll put in we'll switch to a white color. I think that would be a little more readable. Actually, we have to click on we'll just put that gives us a white stroke. So we can switch that. My Google Plus cover photo. And we'll do this. We'll center the text here. Push this over here. We'll have center text. Hit the T key on your keyboard. Go back in and hit enter, and we'll put photo. Since we want this white fill on this, we click on that, hit X on your keyboard, go over to your swatch, and we'll make all this white. So we got this nice white text here, and we can hold down Shift Alt if we want to size it up a little bit, do like so. So now we got the red circle, we got the gradient, and we got this text. So this thing we're going to save for web, which is also Alt Shift Control S, and we want to make this a PNG 24, and you got the transparency checked. So anyway, you will save that. We'll save that to our desktop right here, and we'll call it My Google Cover Photo. Alright, now we'll go back to Chrome. We'll close this out, and I want to change this, so we're going to change the cover photo, and you can go upload and select photos from your computer, go to your desktop, find this new image, do test, see, My Google Cover Photo, and of course in Windows you can make it large icons, and so we got this, and hit open, and it's uploading it, and there you go. You can yep, close this out here, go to home, profile, and there you go, My Google plus cover photo, and you got your red dot. And as you can see here, at 1619 pixels, it gets real close to your profile photo, but there's nothing in the back. So thanks so much for watching this my tutorial on how to make a Google Plus cover photo for your Google profile page. And thanks for watching. And I'm out of here.